Jen here from Green Thumb Technology. Sorry this video is a little bit late. I was under the weather this week, so just getting caught up here. And I did run into a few hiccups here with my verdigris indoor garden, which I'll get into. So a couple things that we noticed is that some of the plants, the kale, one cilantro plant, the other one looks great, but this one, the leaves were going yellow. And because I'd added my calcium magnesium, I knew that that wasn't the issue. So I started pulling the pots out to have a look underneath. And I noticed I had some fungi, some white mold growing on the bottom of my pots, as well as the roots were, some of them were going really dark brown and slimy, which is a indicator of root rot. So what was happening is the 12 hours turned out to be too much for in our new home here, as well as these clay pellets, even though on paper they're supposed to breathe better than the recycled glass that we used to use. In reality, for whatever reason, there's not the same amount of airflow. So we dropped our pump right down actually to just, you can go onto our website under support and look at yellow leaves, causes and fixes, and it'll give you all the details there. But anyways, I dropped down my pump to a really low amount to just sort of dry things out a bit more. We actually do want the coco coir to be quite moist, and it's okay that the water is running through it. That water moving is what creates the oxygen, which the roots also need to be healthy. But anyways, I dropped it down just to dry things out a bit, sort of cancel out that environment that was causing the mold and the root rot, which are both different kinds of fungus. And they bounced back nicely. I rinsed everything off in fresh water. Week 3 of the nutrient feeding schedule. So I was up to 15 milliliters of the Grow and another 5 mil of the calcium magnesium. I washed everything out in the indoor garden, so it was all clean when I started over here. And everything's doing really well. So we'll just zoom in here, take a closer look at the plants. I'll show you what I was seeing and where they're at now. Buttercrunch lettuce is looking great. As you may remember, I thinned it out to one plant. This little red Reuben Thai basil, I've never actually had much success with them, but I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm trying again. Here's the cilantro that is not looking as healthy as the other one. It has the little yellow on the leaves there, and it's the cause of the root rot and the mold. Swiss chard's looking great. It did have some mold on it, some root rot, but it's bounced back nicely, and the leaves never got quite as yellow. Here's the other cilantro that's looking a lot healthier. My cherry tomato plant, looking good. Roxy red lettuce. This is also Buttercrunch head lettuce. And I left a few plants in here, so I'm gonna have to harvest it a little bit more frequently than the other one just to keep it from getting too big. This is the Thai basil. Same thing, it was a bit yellow. It's starting to bounce back though. Shinobi basil, same thing, a little yellow, but I'm putting on some good growth now, and just keep an eye on these. So I just pull them out every once in a while, make sure there's no additional root rot or mold on there, but with the less watering, it seems to have resolved itself. Here's the kale. Again, was a bit yellow, but starting to get green and looking a lot better. This is the Grand Rapids loose leaf lettuce. There's I think 3 plants in there. So same thing, I'll have to start harvesting it frequently here in a couple weeks. And the mustard, also not quite as happy as it should be. So hopefully these plants that are still lagging behind here sort of get healthier here pretty soon. That's about all that's happening this week. I also posted a video on what to do, how to keep pests out of your garden, and what to do if you do get them in your garden. So check that one out, and reach out to us if you have any questions or need any help. and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can follow